something crosses the road. It's skeletal like, fleshy, and it stands up, and then it like kind of just almost like leaps.
They look back and they see one. Clear as day. It walked 5 feet away from my audio recorder. We just saw a Bigfoot. Holy crap.
I've been pinched, I've been tapped on the shoulder, I've had my name hollered, a hand came up underneath my left arm. I said, little son of a bitch tried to get me. That was the time that I decided you don't sleep inside that building.
Did you see that?
The cow cur, it's big, it's white, and it runs faster than any man could ever run. And he would lean out behind the tree. And that's why we never go out, because the booger will get you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Unknown. I'm Dustin.
I'm Luke.
You know, I always feel awkward at this part because I'm like, okay, it's got to be like a certain way. But then as I start talking, I get to a point and I'm like, well, I feel like I backed myself into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, today we talked to Aaron, who is a witness of Thunderbirds
And Black Panthers.
and
Black Panthers.
Black Panthers. Yeah, that was I wasn't expecting that one there at the end.
Neither was I.
So he was the guy from Lost Monster Files.
Yes.
Okay. I just watched that episode the other day. As he's telling the story, I'm like, this seems really familiar. So do you want to jump into it?
That's it.
Let's go.
Hang on. Is it?
It says it is.
Hello.
Aaron.
Hey.
This is it.
Hey, how you doing? This is Dustin and Luke from Exploring the Unknown.
Good, Dustin and Luke. I am doing well.
Good. Yeah. So we're actually recording right now. Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
So I didn't get to really talk to you. I think you talked mostly to Luke. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your experience. You've seen Thunderbirds, correct?
Yeah, I've seen them 3 times. First time we come back. I used to be in the Army, so we would come back, once a year, and I would cut the backfield, and the family was down there at Keystone State Park, and they were swimming, and I spent like 10 hours up here because it was real deep and stuff cutting the field. And I wanted to show them how, the pride I had in how the field looked, and I went down, got them, burned them up, and we're looking out there at the field, and at the end, there's this, it looked more like a tree, a tree stump, a tree that was out there. I just cut this field. How did I miss that? So we're driving up towards it, and I go, that's not a tree stump. It looks like the same, like a deer sitting up on its ass. Okay, it's maybe 5.5 feet tall. So you're beginning to wonder, how does this deer standing instead of, laying, with its legs down? So we're getting up closer, and it picks up its head. Its head was down, and I don't understand the anatomy. A bird's wings are down more to its side. This was wrapped around it like a bat. It picks up its head. I go, that's a big-ass bird, So we're driving up even closer, and I get out, and I'm looking at it like, how is that such a big bird? And it spread its wings. Well, most impressive. So I'm looking at this, and it looks like a big brown eagle. It doesn't look like a pterodactyl or a 3-foot-long head and all this other stuff. It looked like a big brown eagle, but it was about 5.5 feet tall and 18 feet wide. The later is where I get the 18 feet. So it leans forward into the breeze like a kite would, and it gets up in the air, and it takes a swipe of its wings, and it comes over top of my head, and it goes up in the air, and there's a bunch of turkey buzzards up in the air. and it makes them look like little baby sparrows. So I'm figuring that once the field was cut and I could see the prey, so that's why I was out there. It was looking for something to eat. Second time I seen him, I was down on my barn and we just had that rolled roofing on there, and I put in these shingles up there because it would blow off and stuff. And it's a hot summer day, and I'm down there, and all of a sudden there's shade. Oh, that shade feels good. Then there's no shade. I'm okay. And I'm hammering some more. Then there's a little bit more shade, and then it goes away. I look up and I don't see any clouds. It's like, what the heck's giving me the shade? So then there was shade again, and I looked up, and it was doing circles above me. This one, I don't know if it's the same one or a different one, but it was circling around me. And I'm thinking, if you watch those one movies where there's goats on the side of mountains, and they knock the goats off the side of the mountains, and they go down and eat them. That's what I'm thinking he's going to do to me. So I just came down. I'm like, okay, forget it. I don't want to be somebody else's food. So then another time, probably a year later, we're back. I'm cutting the field again. And I was out there at the end, and I'm looking off to the left and towards Lake Trobe area, and this big black cloud is coming up. And I'm like, I better get off the tractor because, I'm going to get drenched here. And I'm looking out at the field, and everything that I cut, there's lift in the air. Stuff is starting to blow, starting to go up in the air. You see them little dirt devils and stuff. And there's a windmill across the street here. And through the air coming past that windmill was looked like two airplanes coming in. And I'm thinking, because Lake Trobe Airport Center, I'm thinking, are these airplanes going to land in my field? What are they doing? So they're coming closer. That's two of them big birds. So I got off the tractor, and they were doing circles above my tractor, 25 feet high, maybe off the ground. And I'm comparing them to the tractor. One was smaller than the other, so I pretty much ignored it. I'm looking at the biggest one. And the wingspan was as big as my tractor plus a 6-foot brush hog on the back. So that's where I got 18 feet.
Holy crap.
So that's the last time I seen him.
Why do you think it is that not more people are having sightings of these?
I don't know. The people look up.
Oh, that's possible.
I don't know if they're in the air or there's very few of them, and who looks up. I'm not sure. I would say probably because there's very few of them.
Yeah.
And you just have to be in the right place at the right time to see him. Now, another guy that I forget who I was talking to, says he's seen one from behind up on the ridge, and he says it didn't have a head. And at first he thought it didn't have a head because he could just see it from the back. And I go, keep going, keep going. He says, then it popped its head up. I said, that's just what mine did. Its head was down, then it popped up, and then it took off. He didn't see it from the front. He just seen it from behind. But like I says, I didn't see a pterodactyl. I didn't see a stork. You misidentified. Okay, I have a point of reference, something to compare it to in size. I'm looking right at this sucker. No, there was no misidentification. It was a hawk. No, it was a turkey buzzard. No, turkey buzzards are ugly. This thing was, like I said, a bald eagle. You know how you see those big things of bald eagles, how pretty they look and stuff like that. Just make it the exact same color as a deer, and it just looked like it was on steroids. Big. They were asking me, I was on a show and stuff, and they were asking me questions. It picked up that one kid, I guess it was in Illinois or something like that. And the Indians say it would pick up baby buffaloes. And I looked up, what's a baby buffalo weigh? 70 pounds. Okay, I'll go that high. I'm 230, it ain't going to pick me up. What I like to say is, a flying monkey, it took two to pick up Dorothy, okay? So if it did pick you up, would you fight? No, you're already 40 feet off the ground. Just
Before we dive back into the paranormal stories, we wanted to take a moment and talk about something that's been really important in our investigations.
Yeah, the equipment we get from Ghost Stop. We've been using their gear for a while now, and it's made a huge difference in what we're able to capture and document.
Absolutely. Whether it's EMF detectors, spirit box, or thermal cameras, having reliable tools is crucial when you're out in the field. Ghost Stop has some of the best equipment we came across, and it's become an essential part of our investigations.
Yeah, and it's worth having the right tools when you're out there. Now, let's get back to the show. We've got some stories coming up that you won't want to miss.
I would hang on to his feet. I hope when I got to its nest I could take him.
Yeah,
I
right.
would say you could beat it up if it was on the ground looking at you. But if it's in the air and you're walking and you don't see it and it's coming down at I don't know how fast something like that will go. What's the max speed of a bird? Say it's going 100 even, and it comes down with its claws on you, poof, and it hits you in the back and knocks you down.
Yeah.
By the time you were getting back up and on you and it's pecking you in the neck, what are you going to do? You're crippled then. Now you're just food.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. You said it was about 5 feet tall?
I would say 5 to 5.5 feet tall, yeah.
That's almost as tall as me. I'm 5'9".
Yeah, it was real close to my. When I was looking at it, I was maybe 50 feet away from it.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking. It's we got turkey in our field all the time. You could barely see them when they're out there. This sucker here was huge, and he was out there. And when I'm looking, he was up a grade, but he's as tall as me almost, like he says.
Yeah, that's wild.
And he has short little baby legs, so the body's extended, the head is bigger, He's big.
Yeah. Now, could you get the other one that you had seen? Was it the same color? Were they both the same color?
Yeah, they were all the same color.
Yeah. Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Now, you live up on the Chestnut Ridge. Have you had any other activity up there, like Bigfoot or anything like that? Do you believe in that?
Chestnut? Say this now?
No, you live up on the Chestnut Ridge.
Yes, I can see the Chestnut Ridge, yeah.
Have you ever had any other encounters with, like, maybe a Bigfoot or something, if you believe in that type of nature?
Yes. A buddy of mine seen Bigfoot, and I've seen a Black Panther 2 times. Now, I'll tell you that story. A buddy of mine calls me up. He has his own trucks, and he was working. He was going up to Blairsville early in the morning, and a Bigfoot comes from right to left in front of him. So he calls me up and says, I know you wouldn't believe this. I just seen Bigfoot. I says, where did you see him? I do believe you. Where and when? Just now, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. I go, let's go find him. So we go up there, and we went down towards the river, and we found his footprints. I took pictures of them, measured the distance between them, how big the footprints were, and everything like that. So they're 5.5 feet apart, the footprints. They were 14 inches long and about 7 inches wide, and the big toe was off. Like if you make a fist and put your thumb out to the side, the toes, the big toe was on like that more. Like it's kind of like a chimp foot. And I took pictures of that, and I got pictures of those. And then I'm coming from work, and I'm coming out by the lake and dairy. Okay? I look off to the left and back of this one barn, and there's like a path cut in the grass, and there's a Black Panther sitting there. Holy cow. That's not a pussy cat. That's, 4 foot long, 3 foot tall, big Black Panther sitting there. Is it somebody's pet? I don't know. I just know it's sitting there. So I go and I get another buddy of mine. I go, come here, hop in, quick. He comes bouncing over, and I go, what do you see? He goes, holy cow, that's a Black Panther. So then I'm out here in my jacuzzi one time, and I'm looking at my backfield again, and it's getting dusk, and again, you think it's deer because there's deer all over the place. Comes out and stands in the middle of the field, maybe 180 yards out there. And I'm looking, that sucker's black. Why would there be a black deer? I'm looking, I go get the binoculars, I'm looking at him. That's the Black Panther. So I got in the truck and I had my cell phone, and I got in the video is just a very quick shot as he's running away, and I was going 30 and it was going faster than me, and he's taking off. So from its back you could see it as it's running. It looks like a black blob running, but you could tell something's there. It's black and it's big and it's taking off.
That's awesome.
So you've probably seen that.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind sharing that with us, we could share with our audience.
What's that?
The picture and videos?
Sure. How would I get it to you? Just text it?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could text that to you. Easy.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, hey, man.
But again, you'll have to get the video. If you could put it on your TV and slow it down, then you can see it. It's only a couple of frames because, like, I'm driving and trying to steady a telephone. I wish I had another person with me that would have been on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could share it with you.
Cool.
That's awesome.
But those are the only encounters that I had of anything else.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to do this.
Sure, and I'll text those links to you.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, hey, man, we'll let you go.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Exploring Your Name. We really enjoyed talking to Aaron about his Thunderbird experiences and how he saw 2 Black Panthers. I thought that was interesting because there's no Black Panthers around here in PA.
According to you, you just
Well,
talked
according
to somebody who
to-
did.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
According to most people, that there are none.
yes, there's none on, like, this, I don't know how I would say it. Like, if you look up all the Black Panthers in PA, that's gonna say nah.
Well, is there
Most likely.
Black Panthers anywhere, or is it just in...
No.
Oh, so they just don't exist at all.
I mean, maybe in another
a zoo.
continent.
Well,
But
they have
yeah.
a zoo, don't they?
I don't think just straight Black Panthers now.
Okay.
I don't know. Black Panthers are a weird subject.
We've never really got into the Black Panther topic.
No, we haven't. Maybe we can look into that at some point.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go check out the YouTube and subscribe.
Okay.
Down in the description below, we have a link for Ghost Art. If you purchase anything through that app, it will help support the show. And if you're not comfortable with doing that, we have a Cash App and PayPal on our website, exploringyourknowmpod.com.
Also, we have merch. People need to go check out our merch. Get you an official hoodie or a t-shirt.
Yes, go get some merch.
All right. I got this. Would you rather? Are you ready?
Go for it.
All right. Would you rather encounter a Thunderbird up close and survive to tell the tale, but no one believes you, or see it from afar and capture undeniable evidence, but risk provoking its wrath?
See, as big as they say they are, I don't want to think I'm going to get up close in person with them. Could you imagine getting up close with a 5-foot bow with a 17-foot wingspan plus?
No. Like I said earlier, if it had grabbed me or tried to take off with me, like, I also like a 5-foot bird is probably pretty heavy, you know, and the size of its talons probably are going to kill me as soon as it grabs me, I imagine, or it's gonna hurt severely bad. I would wish I was dead.
Yeah, no, that'd be terrifying. I couldn't imagine seeing something almost as big as me with a wingspan twice the size of me.
Right.
No, thank you.
So what is your choice?
What was the second one again?
See it from afar and capture undeniable evidence, but risk provoking its wrath.
Just provoking. I said, if I provoke this thing, it might be there for me either way.
I have consequences for each decision.
Well, the first one, I'm not going to provoke it in any way.
Right, but nobody will believe you.
That's fine. I'll take, but nobody will believe me.
Okay. So you gain an unforgettable personal experience and a deeper connection to the Thunderbirds mystery. The lack of evidence leads to skepticism, leaving you isolated or discredited, but you hold the truth within.
That's fine. What was the other answer to the why if you provoke it?
The world finally takes Thunderbirds sightings seriously, and your proof reshapes how people view cryptids. Your actions might anger the Thunderbird, possibly endangering your safety and sparking a lasting fear of retribution.
It's okay. I don't want to be harmed by the Thunderbird.
I don't want it to take me away. Well, I don't have any more for this.
Neither do I. I think that was a pretty cool episode.
It was a cool episode, and thanks to Aaron for coming on and sharing his story. And if you've had an experience, please reach out to us. I think even if you did like a voice memo, do a voice memo, record yourself telling the story, and then email it to us. Like that would be cool too. We could put that on the show and share your story that way.
Yes. Send us a voice memo through Facebook, or can you send voice memos through Facebook?
I think so. If not, they can email it to
email it.
exploringtheunknownpod@outlook.com.
Yes.
Yep.
And if you do that, we will share it on an episode.
Yeah.
And if we get enough of them, maybe we'll put it all in one episode.
That would be cool to have like a collaged episode of different stories. That would be cool. Let's aim for that.
We can talk about it. We can talk about the encounters and stuff like that, what we think. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Alrighty, guys.
Till next time.
Bye.
Keep exploring the unknown.
Keep exploring.